So, all right, here it is. I'm trying to. I want to be nice about this, but I also want to be serious about it. Um, okay, so here's what I'm sensing from the Holy Spirit in this 3 week period of time of the fall feast. Right, we got like a 3 week period, give or take three week period of time. Here's what's happening in the spiritual realm. This is what I'm sensing in the spirit. We're not going to the next level because that means not everybody's going to be graduating, and we're not going into a new season because that means that season has a beginning and an end. What I think is happening is here's what I'm hearing. We're all, everyone, regardless of where you're at, we're all going into the next stage. We're entering in this 3 week period of the fall feast. We're entering as a planet. We're entering, as humanity, we're entering into the next stage. And this next stage, here's what the Father would do. The Father would hit the table as hard as he can. I would do it, but I got coffee here, and say, enough. But then, as a loving father with an older child, with an adult child, he would say, come on, it's time. Enough is enough. It's time. And what he's talking about is it's time for you to grow up. It's time for you to grow up and start adulting in him, and start being an adult, and start taking care of your business with him. So here's the word again. Here's what I'm hearing. We are entering the next stage, not a new season, not a next level, but the next stage. So we're all graduating to the same stage equally, regardless of where you're at. If you're a 2, a 7, a 9, a 10, doesn't matter where you're at. We're all, it's like everything, it's like going in, when you go into I don't know, like let's say the plates, right? We're all going to the next stage. And that stage is and this next stage, the Father's saying, enough. It's time for you to grow up. Enough to get your attention. But then as a loving father to his adult child, he's saying, it is time. It's time for you to grow up. It's time to start adulting. It's time for you to start taking care of your business. It's kind of like the revelation that the prodigal had when he got home. Joshua chapter 3. Do not come near it in order that you may know the way you shall go, for you have not passed this way before. We have not passed through this way before. That's the key that I want you to hear from this passage. Then Joshua said to the people, consecrate yourselves. Right? You have to consecrate yourselves. For tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. You have not passed this way before. Consecrate yourselves. For tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. And so I'm thinking, what I'm sensing is this next 3 weeks is that's how it took a certain amount of time to gather all the people. It took a certain amount of time to put the people on one mountain and the other mountain. It took a certain amount of time to assemble everyone before they could speak. It took a certain amount of time for all the animals to be gathered onto the ark. Well, in this 3 week period of time, that's in this 3 week period of time during the fall feast is when this transition is happening, when this going to the next stage is occurring. We've never been down this road. Make sure that and if you weren't able to hear or see before, you're probably not going to be able to hear or see. And you're just going to keep on going like a tumbleweed, tossed to and fro by the wind. And you're going to think you're one of us. You're going to think you're okay. You're going to think you're of sound mind and of reasonable sound mind and spirit. If you do have ears to hear, and you have proven to have ears to hear and eyes to see, we will then hear the word of the Lord, which is, it's enough is enough. It's time to grow up. It's time to start adulting. And then there's this. You need to start speaking like an adult, thinking like an adult, reasoning like an adult, and put away childish way. It's time.